So my project is on government disinformation in times of war and crisis. It's a part of my doctoral research at the University of Oxford in the Faculty of Law. So I am an interloper at this conference because I do human rights law, and I'm looking at government's roles in communicative processes through the lens of freedom of expression. And so American scholars back in the 60s and the 80s conceived of government's roles as being threefold. They regulate expression, they facilitate expression, and they participate in expression. And for the purposes of freedom of expression, we have accepted that where they regulate by censoring information, for instance, that may violate freedom of expression in terms of the public's right to be informed and obviously the exchange of information and ideas, which is what freedom of expression is all about. We have also accepted, for the purposes of international human rights law, that where they fail to facilitate expression by withholding access to information, withholding licensing for media, jailing journalists for disparaging comments, and otherwise chilling expression, that can violate the right to freedom of expression. But we haven't yet moved to the point of looking at where they participate and where they actively sow and spread knowing falsehoods in order to undermine public discourse, whether or not that violates the public's right to be informed. And so my paper is looking at various examples of that, of each category, and arguing that while this is untested in international human rights law, the participatory angle, the ends are oftentimes the exact same as where they censor and where they withhold access to information in terms of undermining public discourse. And so it's essentially a call to action to say, is this a further development that is necessary and warranted in light of what we know about the harms that can be caused from government falsehoods. So that is, in a nutshell, my project.